Jeez Louise, episode 2. In case you're wondering, it is morning, bright early, no sun out because there's so much smoke in the air, you know, and it's kind of chilly out here. But true to my word, every episode's going to be filmed at a different location. Now we have to keep moving because there's a lot of material to cover. I'm trying to get it in 5 minutes. I took it from this book. In my master's, I developed the bloody peace information you're about to hear. Custer did not do anything wrong with the Little BigHorn. Get that in your head first. What happened to the Little BigHorn was that he was set up to lose. And he was set up to lose so that they could take the Black Hills. We couldn't get the Black Hills any other way. The Indians signed the Treaty of Fort Laramie, giving it to them. They didn't break the peace. Grant got frustrated. He had to get the Easterners off his back. So he had to get the Indians to fight. First, he tried to offer them money for the Black Hills. That didn't work. He sent a commissioner to them in September 1875 to bargain with them. But there were 20,000 Indians there at the agencies, all gathered around, fighting the idea of selling the Black Hills, not coming to any consensus. So that didn't work. Grant issues a report that only 500 Indians can be fined to fight the army. Only the hostiles will fight the army. The agency Indians will just go running back if we go into the field. So, on November 3rd, Grant holds a secret meeting with his generals and Secretary of War, who was brand new. Yeah, he fired the other one. And I think it was the Secretary of War. Well, anyway, if I get a few things wrong, he fired somebody. Anyway, I have to keep moving. On that secret meeting, it was probably determined. They kept no notes. Nobody knows what they said in this secret meeting. We're just guessing. Even a historian who tells you they know, they don't know. No notes were kept. So, what I believe happened, because this private was part of a regiment, when 2 regiments were sent away from Fort Laramie to Fort Bridger. There was nothing going on at Fort Bridger. Fort Laramie was in the heart of it. But they kept Fort Laramie undermanned until the campaign in 1876. Anyway, no other historian knows that. That's in here. That's what I found out. So that was the day of the secret meeting that these guys were sent away. Grant already knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to allow the Indians to attack miners who were finding gold in the Black Hills, which was supposed to be Indian territory the rest of their lives. In perpetuity, while the grass grows. That was in Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868. So, anyway. When the Indians still didn't attack, he came up with the ultimatum. All agency Indians must leave the Black Hills. Must go back to their agencies or be declared hostile. Now remember, he only thinks there's 500 hostiles, Sitting Bull's people, Crazy Horse's people, you know, people like that. The rest are agency Indians. They're not going to fight. Why would they fight? You know, they got it good. But that's their land. They signed the treaty. That's their land. So, first, since the Indians only laughed at that ultimatum, they weren't going to go anywhere. Then, Grant says Crook into the field in March. That didn't work. So then in May, they put together the 3-column idea. Crook up from Fort Fetterman and Terry and Crook in from the east, and then Gibbon in from the west, and they were all going to converge on these hostiles and drive them to the agencies. The hostiles didn't have to go to the agencies. What did they think they were doing out there? They were trying to get them to fight. They were trying to get them to break the treaty. A force to break, does that count? So Custer does in the field what everybody expected him to do. He divided his army. He was surrounded by more Indians than he expected. He thought only 500, and he thought the rest would run away. No. They were where they lived. Custer was trying to get to the village, to get their women and children, and that's why they were killed. Yeah, Custer made a fatal mistake of thinking that if he could get to the village, and they saw where he was headed, and I'm sorry my time is out, but that's why they were killed. Because Custer did not expect that big a force. Thanks for listening. This is real history.